AI actually giving you a lot of opportunities to grow. In my firm belief, I always believe that HI is greater than AI. Do we all agree with that? What is HI? Human intelligence. Yeah, human intelligence is greater than the AI. So the question now, if human intelligence is greater than AI, how do I leverage AI plus human intelligence together? Then only you will be able to become a leader in the age of AI. Otherwise, you'll become a follower. So you need to create the plethora of skills which are going to complement to your AI. And that is where I'm going to share with you which are the skills or the development that you need to do in order to grow and lead in the age of AI. So how to lead in the age of AI? These are the elements that you need to work upon. Number one, strategic thinking. Even though your AI is the most powerful tool that is available to you, you still need your logic, your thinking, your creativity in order to give the command. Can we agree to that? Yeah. So you need to ask yourself a question. Am I thinking just a normal person? Just let's say, okay, how to create a post using AI, or how to probably create a CV or a cover letter using AI. All these are normal application nowadays. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry can know because it doesn't require a lot of efforts. Okay. But can I actually become so powerful in my thinking where I use the AI for the right purposes, and especially for my expanding my strategic thinking? So when we give the prompt, we give the prompt which actually creates the insight and the depth. Why? Because we use the strategic thinking. Now, this skill needs to be developed by expanding your horizon. How will you expand your horizon? How will you become strategic thinker, by the way? The first answer to that is become a lifelong learner. Are you learning? That's the first question. Are you even in the continuous process of learning? Not right now. Or are you just learning on and off? So, because learning exposes you to the different level of skills and different level of challenges. If you have not learned how to solve a simple problem in a different way, you are going to remain the same commodity. Commodities do not command a premium. So if you are doing whatever you are doing today in the same way that was done in the last 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, 2 years, then you have not grown. How many of you have not grown? Ask yourself and you will understand. Yeah, this is not a rocket science. Second level is called the exposure. Are you exposing yourself to different challenges, or are you just in your comfort zone? And you know the answer for that as well. Exposing yourself to the next level of challenges will be try and expand your thinking to solve the different level of challenges. That is only possible when you have built a different level of skills. That means, are you investing in your skills, or you are just assuming that the God will be kind enough on one day because of my puja path and everything? One day they'll give you the miracle. So unfortunately, the answer to that is no. What is you have learned in the childhood? God helps those who help themselves, isn't it? That's what you have learned. So why are you helping yourself? Are you helping yourself? First question. Forget about God helping you. Correct? So ask yourself, am I helping myself by skill upgrade, by learning? Third is called the exposure. Exposure. Are you being exposed? Exposed to the different people. You cannot imagine the new challenges, neither you can be able to solve the new challenges unless you are exposed to those challenges constantly. So if you're not exposed to the challenges constantly, you will always be solving the same level of problem in the same manner. Okay? Okay. Change management. One of the most important skills that you're going to develop is called the change management, because it is going to become mainstream. Every now and then organizations are going to go through the change. How many of you are facing that right now in your own organizations? In your own organization, change management. It is one of the most critical thing that is going to happen now. So the organization structure will change very drastically. The mergers and acquisitions will happen. Then your entire project will be scrapped, or your entire team will be dissolved. And so many of these things is going to happen. You have to be mastering the change management. First is you should be comfortable with the change in yourself. How many of you are not comfortable yet? Just type in NC in the comment box if you are still not comfortable in changing yourself. If the person is not comfortable in changing themselves, how will they actually become a change agent or change catalyst? Think about it and you'll understand. You being comfortable and how you behave, both are different things. I hope you understand. You calling yourself comfortable and you behave differently has a different thing. Think about it. Your manager is not responding for your variable. How do you feel? It's a change, correct? So you saying that I'm comfortable and not being comfortable is a different aspect. How to use it in the behavior. Exposing yourself if you're not in that role. That's where you will be probably able to build those skills. Number three, and the most in demand skill, emotional intelligence. How many of you are consciously building those skills? Emotional intelligence. Consciously. That means you know what it is, how it is being built, how to do it, and so on and so forth. Not in the YouTube and the Google. So if you have not learned it formally, let me tell you, you are just going to remain the person who has a theoretical knowledge about the emotional intelligence. Correct? So emotional intelligence is a backbone on which you will build your entire character. So if you are not building that, you'll find it very difficult to probably move up the ladder, because at that level of execution, you will need emotional intelligence as one of the most important tool. Okay. Next is the strategic communication. See, you can get all the information through the AI. Let's say if you want to understand how to solve a XYZ problem in the market, in the world today, ChatGPT can give you all the answers, everything. Correct? But then how do I actually convert into my communication? So ChatGPT and every other tool can give you the CV also. It can give you LinkedIn post also. It can give you everything that you want. How do you convert into the your communication? Because at the end of the day, you have to speak. People will only understand when they are convinced about you. So you have to speak in front of people. So how will you convert that into the communication skill? That's where people learn the strategic communication. How many of you know the power equation? Just type in P in the comment box if you know the power equation. Okay. So at an advanced level, the people understand the strategic communication, which is called the power equation that we teach people. Okay. Which helps people to understand how to use a communication as a tool to influence people, influence their decisions as well at a higher level. Okay. Next comes the skill called the collaboration. Now it is not a solo race. Earlier it used to be a solo race because there was an information power available. Now there are no information power. Why? Because information is free. So there is no advantage of an information that you used to have earlier. Correct? Now somebody knowing a certain skill and certain things in a certain way, that is all available. So if you want to ask yourself, okay, what are my next level roles and responsibility in the ChatGPT or any other AI tool, it will give you. So it is not about your boss telling you or not. It is about not the information anymore. It is about how do you collaborate that with your communication, with your skills, with your personality, with your character, all put together, you become a one person as a leader, as an executive. Okay. That is where it is different. Then comes persuasion. This skill, if you're not building, you will find it very, very difficult to convince others. How many of you are not able to convince others so far? You want to see the example? Check at your home, your children, your spouse are the prime examples of your lack of persuasion. So, are you building that skill? Do you know what is the biggest hurdle of the persuasion skill? The biggest hurdle of the persuasion skill is your conviction. You don't sell yourself. That's the biggest hurdle. And you'll not be able to sell yourself automatically. Why? Because it's a process that you need to go through. Okay. Next is the personal branding. After the influence aspect, the personal branding is going to become mainstream. There is no way that you will be able to probably achieve a higher level and higher salary roles without you building your brand. So today, Rakesh Rana is a brand which is known to a lot of mid-career professionals in the coaching industries as well as in the corporate world. You have to become a brand in your respective industry, domain, function, knowledge that you carry. That is why we ask you to share. Once you start sharing, you are creating your influence building process. Ultimately, that influence building process needs to be converted into the personal brand. You standalone becomes the brand so that people come to you and ask you, okay, why don't you join in this organization? And last is the risk management. This skill, again, both financially, organization risk management, people risk management, resource risk management, there are different types of risk management which happens. You need to learn this skill because without this also you are not going to sustain your role for the longer period of time, because every now and then you'll be asked to use your decision making power. If you understand the risk management well, your decision making will be faster, your decision making will be powerful. Why? Because those who actually understand the risk, they make the right decision and the fast decision. Do we all agree with that? Because those who understand the risk and those who actually misread the risk, they suffer as well. How? Some people actually wait for a long period of time before they start building the skill. They keep letting go of the opportunities again and again and again and again and again and again and thinking that apna time aayega. Huge risk without understanding what is the price that you pay. Okay. So understanding your risk management itself will give you a different understanding about your decision making skill. That's the reason at the advanced level, we actually ask you to create your risk quotient. You have to build your risk quotient. Just like you're developing your intelligent quotient or emotional quotient, so you need to build your risk quotient. The risk quotient will help you to understand what's my risk profile as a person, on a personal side, as a professional, you'll be able to make the decisions like this. So please ask yourself a question whether I'm building those skills. And if not, when will you start? Because if you do not understand and probably develop these skills, it is going to become a very difficult proposition in the world of AI that you're living in right now.